Good day to you all. It's my pleasure appearing before you today again as promised. Remember, it's a Monday and it's a new week. Marriage Brain Balls has come today again with a very interesting topic that is cutting deep into the skin of married couples and making them helpless. And what is that thing? It is why is it that love seems to deplete after marriage? It's not spontaneous though, it depletes gradually after marriage. And this is a problem, isn't it? We are going to talk about this today, and we are at the same time going to say things that will help us to put an end to this and to rekindle our love and make our marriage sweet and feel honey the way it used to be before. So let us not waste time. Let us quickly start. You know, before we all got married, we had time for one another. All couples had time for one another. You can go from couple to couple and interview them. Just carry out this research around your area and see. Pick couples at random. They had time for one another. Even after marriage, they were also having time. They were sending text messages, they were making telephone calls, they were doing fax, they were doing video calls and all of that, checking up on one another, asking, how are you doing today? How is work going? What about the headache you complained about in the morning? How are you feeling now? Hope there is improvement. I believe it was stress. I love you. Please stay out of trouble. We say these things to our mates, isn't it? Sometimes we send messages. Hello, how are you doing? I just want to know your present condition. I love you. See you soon. And sometimes say, how is the evening going to be? Isn't it, friends? Exactly. And when we were doing that, our mates were aware of it and they liked it and things were going. Can you compare that time with the time that all these communications no longer goes across? No, you see that the difference is quite broad. So what are we trying to say here? Communication is one of the major reasons why the love in marriages depletes. While the fire of love burns down slowly, is as a result of communication that is beginning to cease. So we have identified that. Secondly, what else is responsible? We used to work together as partners before, isn't it? We do chores, household chores. When our wives are there in the kitchen, we are by their sides. And sometimes we slice vegetables for them. We do dishes, we sweep the floor. Sometimes they are working at the kitchen and we do cobwebs in the sitting room, in the living room, and we all work together side by side. And we used to have peace and fun and we were happy. What about working in the gardens? We trim flowers together, sweep together, and keep the environment clean. But now, all these things are not the way they used to be. We now ask the question, what could be responsible for these things not being the way they used to be? Come on, don't feel guilty and don't feel bad at all. It is not your fault. The reason is coming from somewhere, and that is what we are going to spell out to all today so that we can see a way of managing this and improving better in our marriages and in our relationships. I mentioned time earlier, isn't it? Yeah, time is the factor. Distractions are now coming in. From where? When we started off, we were just two, the man and the woman. But today, are we still two? We are no longer two. We have started to do the assignment that God gave us to do, to multiply. And now we are like three, four, five, six. Some families have even grown to up to the tune of 10 or more than or thereabout. And by the time the family become this large, we tend to have plenty to do. And as we are doing these plenty tasks, the attention we once had for one another will start reducing. We are taking care of the children. We have to work so hard to provide for the family. We also have to take time to do homework for the children. We have to attend to many things. So, as we are giving so much to the family, the attention between the husband and wife slowly broadens apart. It's no longer as close as it used to be. You spend little time admiring your wife, the wife spends little time admiring the husband because we no longer have such times. Another important question is, should we continue to allow this busy schedule of us to take a toll, to continue to take toll on our relationship, on our marriages? Remember that if this is not properly checked and put in place, it could cause a lot of damages to the marriage. Isn't that so, friends? Of course it is. So we must try to tackle this. And how can we do that? Now it's time to make sacrifices. We can make sacrifices by creating those times, by buying out those times if it calls for. We buy them up. We try to create time no matter how hard it seems. We create time for our marriage, for our partners. We can also talk to the children, our children in the house. We create activities that will make them play with one another. And while they are doing their own, we as the couples also, we can take time to do ours. And sometimes the entire family could come together and have time together. And how can they achieve this? They can easily achieve this by maybe playing board games together. We could play Scrabble, we could play Ludo, we could play draft, we could just participate in games, and sometimes not games that are already been tailored in a particular direction, but we could just the way children play randomly create a kind of play that will involve everybody. And as you do that, the rules of this game will naturally come so that it can allow everyone to participate fully in it, share ideas, and laugh. When we laugh together, when we bond as family, it is sweet and it's like adding fuel to a burning fire. It thrives. So we, as married couples, we should try to work on this point. There is another basic thing that is affecting marriage, and we can bring that to an end too. Your wife or your husband is your best friend. So never underrate that point or that fact. But it's unfortunate that some people today, some couples, will be referring to people outside as their best friends. They spend times, a lot of time with such ones. Why? You don't need that. I'm not saying you don't need to have a friend outside your marriage. There's nothing bad in it. But what is the attention you are giving to that friend outside your marriage? No matter how much you value that friendship outside the marriage union, it must not take too much of the marriage time so that you can reserve time to speak with your husbands and your wives and grow your marriage. Look, marriage, that union is is like a progressive track race. We all know what it means. It is not meant to remain stagnant. It is meant to continue to move just like time. And if, let's compare it with automobiles. If you don't add fuel to automobiles, will they move? They will remain stationary. So, likewise, marriage. We must try to figure out the fuel that marriage needs and add it, to the union, so that our marriage can continue to thrive. These things appears to be little, but come on friends, they are not little as they sound to the ear or as they appear. They are not at all. Practice them and see. Work with your wife at home. Always call. Don't be a loner. When you do things as the weekend is approaching, you can plan it. Honey, my love, my pride, my sunshine, what are we going to do for the weekend? Oh, maybe we are going to sanitize the home, or make the environment clean, or we you just draw your schedule for the weekend. After that, we go on outing, take the children out. Sometimes you go alone, just the way you used to do it back then. I'm telling you, if you apply these little things to your marriage, that fire that was once there, that you feel is burning low now, will burn brightly, and people will see it will shine bright, as Rihanna will say, shine bright like a diamond. Who is there that does not want his marriage to thrive? So if you want your marriage to thrive, please, these things I have mentioned are many, but on your own you can figure them out along with the ones I've talked about, and see how things will improve in your marriage. And when you do that, you'll be happy. Thank you very much for watching. It's my pleasure, like I said earlier, to appear before you today. I urge you to please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share my videos, to like and to comment. Gradually, we will get to our destination. Until next week, when I'm going to appear before you with another interesting topic again, I urge you all to stay free from trouble, to have a wonderful week ahead. And I wish you love and peace and all the good things in your marriage. Bye for now, and see you next week.